full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We've got one that does take to the skies before kickoff. That is the mascot, Freddie Falcon. And at ground level, here they come. A cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field in Atlanta. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're underway in Atlanta. Here's Amir Smith-Marsetts on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Stepping up, and he's going to run.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Second and 3 now. Tua off the play fake. The Commanders' rush brings him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with Sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's a Falcon first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
All right, they look set now. Here we go. First and 10. Tua now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They motion the tight end over. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. He finds Dotson, left side. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Falcons first down.
Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock. Pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Catch made. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
And that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Has it in close. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Nick Folk now for the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders, nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. He put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Play action now. Daniels. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First carry of the game now for the rookie out of Arizona. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. Now Daniels to throw. Looking to his fullback now. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Play fake here. Daniels. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's another Washington Commanders 1st down.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points. On 1st down, they'll run. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Here's Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for 3rd down. Daniels now. Brought in. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and they found the end zone as a result.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Commanders start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Smith-Mar set to return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting this drive with a design run. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Again, left side. Here's Robinson. Gets it to the 15. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Hill now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Back out on the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Christian Harris on the stop.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Daniels finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
Commanders, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Sending him on the dive. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, Daniels. On the screen, this is White. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. There's a dive up the middle. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
You know, kid, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run gets them 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard.
This got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big. To pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has it down close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal, Washington.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Blown back, gets the handoff. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 3-yard line.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock. And we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
A 21-yard attempt.
Moody knocks it through. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Return starts at the 9. Jukes away from 1. This makes it up to the 25. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. To the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Play action now with Daniels. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down. He just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On first down, here's Daniels. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Here's second and 10 now from the 36. Right up the gut. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, a run for White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Running back sent in motion. Throwing now, Daniels. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Commanders.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And they get this down to the 28. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Washington first down.
He did such a good job, and not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
Dive play straight ahead. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, when you're a defender, you see them give that quick little take to the fullback, you just have to stop him before he gets started. They piled on him and held him to minimal yardage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Daniels to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's caught by McLaurin. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And the Commanders first down. 1st and goal, Washington.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On is Moody for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Commanders make it 17 all. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And And this drive will start inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Robinson on the inside give. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down, here's Tua. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
So 1st down from the 41. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. I'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He dodged the tackle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a fourth-quarter lead. Drake London with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yes, that's just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 17.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Hill now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Daniels setting up the play action. Able to find Ertz. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the on that play, and it's enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. This one left for Daniels. Get some space around midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They'll run here on 1st down. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Daniels back to throw. That's Hill on the slant. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. This finds its target. That's Hill. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Here's the handoff. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Christian Harris on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's running with it. Has room into the secondary. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Commanders losing by 7.
At the 2-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. About ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Falcon first down. Setting up to pass. He's got London left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
It's a quarterback. When you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
It's his running back. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he'll go down here at the 16. Washington calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Second and a yard at the 16-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Here's a design run. That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up to third down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. This is Robinson. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Folk on now to try the point after. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 24.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the defender. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 35-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Play fake here. Daniels. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.